What's up everyone? Welcome back to the Sweet Spot. Today we're checking out the Luzz Cannon, which is a Gen 3 style paddle, and the Luzz Inferno, which is a Gen 4 style paddle. Luzz isn't too well known in America, but they're actually pretty popular in Asia. They create top tier paddles, and if you're looking for power, these are definitely very powerful. They have very good sweet spots, and if you're looking for that offensive weapon, these may be the one. Here are the stats for the Luzz Cannon. It is a Gen 3 style paddle with a 16mm core. It also has dual foam edges, and the weight is 7.9 ounces with a swing weight of 117 and a twist weight of 6.1. The feel is similar to the Yola's. It is slightly denser and very responsive. The name of this paddle definitely lives up to its name. It hits very hard. It is above the Yola Pro 4 in power, and it has non-linear power, and it trampolines the ball. The pop is on the middle to upper end of pop. It is very offensive at the kitchen and easily finishes points. The sweet spot is very good. The dual foam edge walls definitely increase the sweet spot, and this paddle is pretty forgiving. The dwell time is very good, and it's similar to the Yola Pro 4. You can shape the ball very well and reset pretty easily. The spin is top tier, and this paddle is definitely grittier than the Yola's. If you want the Yola Pro 4 but don't want to pay that high price, the Luzz Cannon is only $94 after code. This plays similar, maybe even better than the Pro 4s. It has way more grit. It is also dual certified, so you can use this in any tournament. And also, they are currently doing a collab with Kung Fu Panda. So if you want a Kung Fu Panda cannon, you can check that out too. And yeah, onto the Inferno. All right, so now the Luzz Inferno. This is my current main. It is a Gen 4 style paddle with a MPP floating core and EVA ring. And honestly, this paddle hits very, very hard. With weight, this paddle is harder hitting than the Selkirk Boomstick and the Yola Pro 4s. It might be under the F1 or similar, but this paddle hits very hard. The sound of this paddle sounds like a delaminated or a core crush Gen 3 paddle, and here it is. Very hollow sounding, but honestly, one of the big reasons why I love this paddle. It's a Gen 4 style paddle, but it sounds like a Gen 3 paddle, and honestly, it's probably the closest paddle to feeling like a Gen 3. And yeah, I'll go into the stats now. The Luzz Inferno is a Gen 4 style paddle. It has an MPP foam core, and on the edges has EVA foam. It has a 16mm core, a 7.7 ounce static weight, a swing weight of 119, and a twist weight of 6.5. This is the closest foam paddle to feel like a Gen 3 to me. It is very hollow feeling, and it has a very distinct sound. It dampens well, but still gives very good feedback. With weight, this paddle might be number 1 or number 2 in power. It hits very hard on full swings, and it plays linear. It is still predictable without trampolining off the face. Many people on the court have asked me if this paddle is actually legal because my shots were traveling so quickly. The pop is on the middle to upper tier pop. It has very good pop, but it's still controllable for dinks and resets. While a boomstick and a flick F1 wants to jump off the face, this actually wants to dampen slightly before popping off, and that works better for me. The sweet spot is very solid. It gets even better after you add perimeter weighting. Overall, it is very forgiving. The dwell time is average. You can still shape the ball very well with this paddle. Even though this paddle has very high power, the control you get on it is really good. The resets are pretty simple. It doesn't have too much dwell time like the True Foam or the J2NF, but it's still plenty. The spin is very good, and it is on the upper tier of spin. The grit is solid, but it's not as gritty as the Flick F1 or a Thrive Fury. If you love the feel of Gen 3s but want to upgrade to a Gen 4, this might be the one. The Luzz Inferno is probably the closest paddle to feel like a Gen 3 style paddle. It has really good sound feedback with that hollow bassy sound, and honestly a very good paddle, and it's been my favorite. And I would say I do have a couple issues or just things I would like to point out. I would say there is the printing on this. so it is smooth on those areas. I don't know if it really affects the spin, but it is smooth because it's printed over the paddle. And also, I don't love the Luzz logo on the side of the paddles. It just doesn't match to me. And yeah, those are my few critiques of the paddle, but honestly, I just love this paddle so much. Thanks everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram. Please use code SWEETSPOT if you would like a Luzz Cannon for only $94 or the Luzz Inferno for $194. I just want to say thank you everyone for just supporting me on this journey, and I will be partnering with Luzz to send out a brand new Pro Cannon to somebody, and also I will be sending out a few other paddles just to celebrate my 1K. And the question or prompt is, what is your go-to excuse for when you mess up an easy shot? So just thank you everyone, and I'll see you on the next one.